In the last video, we learned how enzymes break down the food we eat into smaller pieces that our bodies can use. Foods we eat come in three main categories. They're carbohydrates, or starches, proteins, and lipids. And each of these molecules are made up of many small components. And you can think of these smaller components like beads on a string. So amylase, for example, breaks down starches into smaller, simple sugars. Amylase. Amylase breaks down starches and carbs into simple sugars. Starch is a type of polysaccharide, which means many sugar molecules put together, such as many glucose molecules attached to one another. And again, you can think of this as each glucose molecule being a bead on a string, and the entire string would be a polysaccharide. Amylase breaks down polysaccharides into disaccharides. These are molecules composed of two sugars. So di means two and saccharide means sugar. Amylase is produced by saliva and starch digestion occurs in the mouth. There are many types of proteases. These are enzymes that break down proteins. Pepsin is a type of protease. Just like starches are composed of many sugars, proteins are made up of molecules called amino acids. Two amino acids strung together are called a dipeptide, and a string of three amino acids are called tripeptides. When we have many acids stringed along together, we call it a polypeptide. And we can see that poly means many, and peptide would be like an amino acid. And our protein digestion occurs in the small intestine. Lipase breaks down lipids into smaller lipid molecules called triglycerides. The pancreas produces lipase, which travels to the small intestine for lipid digestion. In review, enzymes help break down large molecules into smaller ones. This is a type of chemical reaction, when a molecule is being broken down, that is. Enzymes are specific and can only work on certain reactions. The unique shape of an enzyme determines which molecules they can help break down. The three digestive enzymes we have discussed are amylase, which occurs in the mouth and breaks down carbohydrates, protease, which occurs in the small intestine and breaks down proteins, and lastly, lipids, which also occur in the small intestine and break down fats.